Alright, alright, let's check over here. I know that Freeside is predominantly empty, most of the buildings are vacant, it's not like there are any good supplies to be found. Oh, it's a bed that I can sleep in, that's not, illegal. Didn't think that I'd find anything in there. I think that I'm gonna head into the Silver Rush here. So, let's head inside.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling.
Fine, search away.
It should only take a moment. There, I've stowed all of your weapons. You're clear to enter. When you leave, I'll hand them all back to you.
The bosses are having a meeting. You'll have to wait until it's over.
Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning.
Well, that's what you call flexing
okay,
muscle.
Everyone. Show's over. Back to work.
My god, they got a lot of goons in here. And, oh man. A lot of energy weapons just lying around. What have they got up on the table here? I want these plasma grenades so bad.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, where only top-of-the-line energy weapons can be found. What can I do for you?
Well, do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Not at all.
Well, to start off, during your little meeting you just had, you said something about the Van Graffs. Is this a family business?
Yes, it is. My brother and I run this particular branch, but our family has operations all over, particularly in California.
I see. Well, Freeside is a pretty rough neighborhood. Not exactly the best place to open a store. How come you put down roots here?
Look around, and you'll notice two things. First, we don't lack for security. I'm not worried about anyone breaking in here or stealing our goods. Not that we don't occasionally have attempts, but even those prove useful. Do you know how much target dummies cost? Back to my point. The second thing you'll notice is that we do not sell cheap merchandise. Everything here is second to none. People who buy Van Graff goods typically don't care where they have to go to get them.
On that note, what do you think of the gun runners?
They're our chief competitors in this region and many others. That makes them our enemies. While I respect their business acumen, I'm obligated to try to destroy them however I can. That's business, after all.
How shrewd. What about you? Is there anything you can tell me about yourself?
Oh, there's not much to tell. I was born into a big family and don't get along with my parents. So here I am, as far away from them as possible.
Okay. And what about Freeside? Anything you can tell me about the local area?
This place is certainly lively, that's for sure. Did you want to know something specific about it?
No, not really. Instead, how about we do a little bit of business?
Of course.
Holy hell, that's a lot of energy weapons. Guess we dropped the ball on that one.
Oh? Something up, Veronica?
You can't help but notice that the Brotherhood barely exists to these people out here. We're like an urban myth, no real presence on the outside. We just don't adapt like we should. Used to be that all you needed to get your way was a suit of power armor and a laser rifle. Now, people are armed and organized. They're not afraid. But we still stick to our old approach because it's all we know.
Well, the Brotherhood is living in the past. They'll have to change eventually, if they hope to survive.
I think you're right. We're getting desperate. Hardly enough people to sustain ourselves as a chapter. They'll see the light, sooner or later. But I get the feeling if I don't take matters into my own hands, the change won't come in time to make a difference.
Well, you can only hope, but there's no guarantee that they'll come around of their own volition.
The real problem with the Brotherhood is that we isolate ourselves. Our training is top-notch, our technology gives us an advantage, but when it all comes down to it, we're losing because we shun the outside world. We always make enemies, never allies. We refuse to recruit outsiders or see the value in their simpler technologies.
Well, none of that is going to change. It's part of the Brotherhood's identity.
I know the odds aren't good, but I gotta try. I can't lose them.
Well, Veronica, if you figure something out, let me know, because
Hey,
I don't have any ideas for you. And on that note, let's keep moving. Okay, what to do now? There's a lot of back and forth in there. I think I'm going to go into the Atomic Wrangler here and try to sort out the trade agreement that the followers need. So, well, they're definitely twins, all right, in perfect sync.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
A little bit of business. I'm here on behalf of the followers. They're looking to trade for supplies.
Interesting. Well, you're gonna need to speak with my brother, James. He handles all of the trading contracts and general operations.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'll just have a chat with him.
Yep.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
Well, I'm not here for pleasure, friend. The followers of the apocalypse. They need supplies and someone to trade with for them on a regular basis.
Really now? Well, this is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
I might be able to work something out.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
Alright, I'll go talk with the followers, see if we can sort something out. But since I'm here, I have to ask. Do you have any work that needs doing?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
Just what sort of proclivities are we talking about?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. Have you ever run across a sex bot? Not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
Alright, I think I can help you. But I'll expect 100 caps minimum for each candidate I bring in.
Just don't rough up the merchandise before delivery. You break it, you bought it.
Standard fare. But 100 caps is just the minimum. I'll need more than that to recoup travel expenses.
Okay, you got yourself a deal. Find escorts to fill the positions, and I'll pay double.
Alright then, we have a reasonable agreement. I'll see if I can run across any suitable candidates.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
Before I go, do you have any ideas where I could start to look for a sex bot?
The best place to start would be with Ralph, at Mick and Ralph's over on the east end of Freeside. Other than that, your guess is as good as mine.
Right. Well, thanks. I think I'll see myself out now.
Bye. Good day.
Oh. Hello. Ooh. You might fit the bill.
Howdy.
Hi. You look kind of interesting. Who are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred, and the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
From what I'm to understand, ghouls live a long time. I bet you've seen a lot over the years.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish, are especially exciting to explore.
Well, Beatrix, sounds like you're a bit of a dom.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
Well, I don't suppose you might want to work for the Garretts.
They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard?
No, this would be as an escort.
I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays.
Beatrix, when I say escort, I mean prostitute.
I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got?
Well, you've been around long enough. You should know that those weirdos are out there. And they're looking for what you've got.
Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me.
One of the employee perks is a discount.
Now you're talking. I suppose I could sleaze it up a bit for their customers if it means I have a non-stop supply of drink. Tell the Garretts I'm in. I'll make my way there shortly.
Glad to know you're interested. I'll let them know.
Yep.
Alright, where is... there. Julie.
Can I help you?
Yeah, a couple of things, Julie. First, I managed to solve that addiction problem that you mentioned.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day.
Alright, thanks. Do you have any of those supplies right now?
Sure. Would you like a stim pack, fixer, or Rataway?
Give me the Rataway.
You'll need to wait another 24 hours for us to get more made. We need everything else we currently have.
Alright, that's no problem. But I also think that I might have a solution for your other problem. I think I found someone who's willing to cover your supply shortages. For fair trade, at least.
That's phenomenal. Who did you find?
The Garrett twins.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
With a surplus of supplies, you can use your caps and influence to expand.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
All in a day's work, Julie. I'll be on my way now.
Evening.
Okay. James.
Hey, chum. Welcome back.
Hey, James. I've got good news for you. I spoke with Julie Farkas. She says the followers will accept your offer, per the terms we already discussed.
Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
Well, it's good to know we were able to work something out here. I've got something else, though. That job you tasked me with. I actually managed to find you an escort who's both a ghoul and a cowboy.
Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start?
Well, her name is Beatrix, and she can start immediately.
A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference.
Well, I've still got other escorts to try and find for you. I'll be on my way.
Bye.
Okay, let's see about that robot.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies.
Okay. Listen. I know that this may seem like a really off-the-wall question, but would you happen to know where I could find a sex bot?
Are you some kind of machine fetishist or something?
Oh no, not at all. The Garretts are looking to satisfy certain customers. I'm their finder.
Well, the only place I know of locally would be Cerulean Robotics. but that place has been overrun by vermin for years. If you want to check the place out, you can find it on the west side of Freeside. The entrance is on the back side of the building. Just watch out for thugs. The rats aren't the only vermin you need to worry about.
Well, that helps me out with trying to find the hardware, but what about software? I have a feeling that whatever robot I find isn't going to come preloaded with any sort of escort program.
Well, I don't know of any, but if you give me a few days and some caps, I think I could probably make one on my terminal.
Well, data modules are rare, but generally useless. How about 100 caps for your work?
Alright, come back in a couple days, and I should have it ready for you.
Right. I'll, just let you get to work then.
Come back anytime.
Alright. Let's talk to, this Mick? Mick.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns, I'm your man. For general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph.
Well, you sell guns. Do you have any special items for sale?
Why? Do you work for one of the casinos?
No.
In that case, yes I do. Follow me.
Holy!
Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
Alright. Now that I've gotten rid of all that stuff. Well, not really gotten rid of. More like he's managed to clean up. Rocket souvenirs. Figures. Who puts rocket souvenirs inside of a vending machine? Anyway, now that I've effectively, lost money on that deal, I'm just gonna go ahead and fleece them. Got some turbo up here. That's not bad. They seem to have a... Ooh, today's physician. They seem to have some sort of a love for popcorn, these two. There's a lot of the cigarettes. There's a lot of the these little popcorn bucket container things hanging around up here. We even got a chemical lab. Programmer's Digest. This must be Ralph's desk. Tales of Chivalry. They don't have a bad upstairs. It's pretty nice up here, actually. I mean, for pre-war digs. Well, for an extremely old building. Let me put it that way. Just gonna take the vodka. I gotta be careful. I don't want to be... I can't sell this stuff right back to them downstairs because it's marked as stolen and theirs, for that matter. So I can't go selling it to them. Or at least I'm pretty sure that it won't show up in my inventory when I go to sell to them. So... just take everything that I can from here. Check the bathroom as well. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Alright, close that up. There we go. And let's do one more check quickly. Check inside these boxes. Just some pinion nuts. And this one... Nope, empty. Okay, so, that looks like everything up here. Alright. Ooh, hey, maybe Ralph has some Nuka-Colas that I can buy. Let's see if there's anything that I can do.
Hey, thanks for getting Bill Ronte fixed up. I was really getting sick of paying for water. Now, what can I do for you?
Just let me check what you got in stock.
Take a gander.
Right. Not much, but...
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for
Yeah. I don't care. I've already talked to you. Alright. So, that was a bust. No, Nuka-Cola. Anyways, it's time to leave Freeside. I'm gonna give, Ralph some time to work on that, data module. And... Oh! It's Max! Max! Come here, kid! Get back here! Come here!
Reach for the sky, mister.
Hey, kid. Can I buy that gun from you?
This is the best gun in the whole galaxy. I paid 1 million caps for it, and it wasn't even brand new.
Yeah, but your heavy use has really depreciated its value. It's only worth 20 caps now.
Oh man, it's Stacy's fault. She pretends like she didn't get hit. That's still a lot of money. I guess I'll take it.
Right. Well, you look tired. Maybe you should go take a break.
I don't really like to go to bed until it gets dark out.
Well, have it your way, kid.
See you.
Right. Well, now that that's done, I have got Euclid Seafinder. And I've already activated the Archimedes 2 satellites, so I can call down orbital strikes with this bad mother. Don't know if I will do that while I've got a companion in tow. I don't know. I don't know that I'll ever seriously use the... Oh, God. Yeah, that's definitely the gate to Freeside. Now I know where the sound came from the last time, whenever I was talking to... What was it, Bill Hoff, or Ronte, or... I don't know, one of the guys who was addicted that I managed to help. Anyways.
Personal space meaning anything to you, guy?
God, what a prick. I walked by. I just walked past him. Anyways, what I'm doing now is, oh. What is this? North Vegas Square. I'll have to check that out sometime later. Right now, I'm using the north side, which is... It's actually pretty quiet if you just follow the street along here to get to sewers. If following these this road along the north side of Vegas will get me over to West Side, which, if you remember, I've got a quest from that guy at the Aerotech Park to find out about missing people, and I need to head over there. So, it's going to be important to get that work done. Finish the quests, you know, pretty standard. The way that you go around the wasteland, you're either aimlessly wandering, enjoying the exploration, or you're just following the quests. I think that's H&H Tools over there. I'll have to check that out some other time as well. Right now, I'm a little bit more concerned with getting my butt over to West Side. But I will loot these buildings around here. What's in the cabinet over here? Or, I'm sorry, dresser. Not a cabinet, a dresser. Jeez, these buildings are really potted out. It's a mess around here. And it's always kind of funny to find a building that's in perfect condition and still has an interior amongst all this junk. Ooh, some cash left in here. You know, this seems like a reasonable building. I could imagine someone could set up a shop in here still. I mean, assuming that they, like, put some boards over the stairway up. I don't know. Nope, nothing. Well, nothing worth it anyway. Alright. Let's keep going towards West Side. Unless I can... Oh, I saw a first aid kit. Let's pick that up. Here we are. Oh-wee. Okay, so, you know something that I'm kind of curious about? How many of you guys have actually finished a bunch of the random quests in and around New Vegas? Because I just feel that outside, like, the areas that aren't Freeside and the Strip, I just really, really missed them. Like, the first time that I went through this game. I really had to search and scour because the area around here feels so desperately dead. I mean, it's like there's nothing going on, there are no enemies, there are no people. So whenever I saw the area immediately around New Vegas here, like this right here, I realized very quickly that it's kind of dead. So I didn't spend too much time exploring around the area, and as a result, it took me a stupid long time to discover the North Vegas Square, or, you know, West Side, or a lot of these other instances right around this area. Like, I completely missed them, and I think that that's just because of the way that I played the game, and I felt that, oh, there's not really much going on here, so, okay, I'm just gonna go out into the wasteland and search. That's just how it was for me. Oh, the thorn as well. It took me a long time to find the thorn. Anyways, here we go. We found,
Anything new happening?
West Side. That woman's, the area around her mouth was it's so discolored, it looks like she's got stubble. Anyways, here we are, West Side. Let's head inside and see what's up.